There are so many species that have not been looked at hardly at all, and somebody needs to look. I don't know how they're going to get them, but when you have an open ocean species, how do you get to see it? You can maybe get one. How do you get it, to get a series? Although it's possible. You're familiar with the dolphin tuna industry. Okay, so here's the problem. I got involved in this. The question is, yes, you're not killing dolphins in your net anymore, or very few. You let it catch them, and then you let them go. You say you're not killing them, but we, the environmentalists, say, how do you know they're not dying a mile away after you have stressed them half to death in the net? Now you let them go and they go off and die. How do you know you're not doing that? And all this is happening out in the open ocean, and it's and dolphins dive, and so you look and you think you're seeing things, but if they dive or they die, they may sink. So how do you study that? Well, the approach, it seems to have worked, is that you identified a pod of dolphins over the tuna, of course. You set on them, and then you catch the same pod again the next day if you can. So you have to keep an eye on these. And so the idea would be if you can catch them serially, if there's some injury done to tissue and somebody dies, and you should be able to see it. That was basically what this whole second dolphin thing was about. And from the descriptions of what was going on with the dolphins when there were so many were getting caught in the net. They're in the net, and it's chaos, frenzy. Okay. The fishermen develop better techniques for bringing in the net. They do things what they call a back down, so they take the tension off, and the edge of the net falls down in the water, and so the dolphins can go out, and the tuna stay down. The tuna are large fish down, they stay down. They don't go through the holes in the net and whatever. But now the descriptions of the dolphins is they know what's happening, and so they don't get all frenzied. They wait, and it's been described to me that they will line up and they are looking for where they know that net is going to drop, and then they go out. Occasionally somebody gets tangled up in it, but so the mortality is great. So the dolphins have learned, and the fishermen have learned, and so not very many died. But even so, out of that study, I got quite a few animals, about 70 I think, that had died, and some of them just in the net. They don't know quite why. One or two got entangled in the net and were hauled out of the water and so forth. But I was involved with the training of the shipboard observers who collected all this material. So that was a fascinating thing. So here's a study that was done in the open ocean like that, and yet I think it was successful, and it was successful enough that they're allowing tuna to be sold in cans, and Greenpeace, I think, is not carrying on about it anymore, or if they are, not at a high level. So that was pretty fun. So, thinking about that, how do you handle a problem like that? It's different from doing things in a laboratory.